Sometimes it's worth slightly altering the way you look at your daily life, like learning to find joy in the little things. This is where you'll find the key to true happiness. Close your eyes. Let's take a little trip to the past. Turn back the clock. Go back a few decades. A few more. And stop. You're in a small room. Could it be yours? Perhaps, if you had lived during this era, it could have been yours. Look at the colors. Everything around you resembles an old movie. Golden, cozy tones. Are the curtains brown-colored or more like sand? The walls, the bed, even the dust suspended in the sun's rays seems to be covered in gold specks. They give off such a mesmerizing shimmer. There's a table over there. Is it a coffee table or a dining table? You see a mug on it, and steam rises from it. Fresh coffee. How does it smell? Is it good? Great. There's a newspaper next to it. Take it in your hands. Is the paper thick or thin? The pages crunch nicely between your fingers, rustling. Do you hear that static noise? It's an old radio. It seems to be out of tune. Usually, it'd be broadcasting good news. Come closer to it. Look at the receiver. There's one single knob on it that can be twisted to tune into a frequency. Is it made of plastic or metal? It's got a nice, rough surface. Turn it left and right. There we go. A little more to the right. Nope. Left. Ah, that's it. Looks like jazz is all the rage these days. You can bob your head in time with the music, as if you're riding on waves. Does it feel good? The melody seems to draw you in. It makes you want to close your eyes and move around some. A little here, a little there. Beautiful. Just in time, the morning news broadcast.
The World Council, in honor of friendship across the globe, has officially declared this day to be the Day of Happiness. Today, give someone a smile, a compliment, and just be grateful that we all live together on this wonderful planet. Happy holidays, friends.
Listen, hear that? Joyful shouts outside the window. Voices full of pure emotion. A smile comes over your face. Sometimes, all you can wish for is for things to be as simple and naive as this. You feel like as soon as you cross that doorstep, every person you lock eyes with will wish you well. You don't feel like staying home at all. You want to go on and dive into this kind, warm atmosphere. There's that gentle melody playing on the radio again. You might snap your fingers to the beat, imitate the conductor, mess around, dance a little. Whatever you do, it raises your mood. You might start noticing your burdensome thoughts fly away like sleepy birds, leaving only feathers behind. Your mind is purified and free. You feel a warmth in your chest. Your arms and legs are weightless. Your body's agile, flexible, and you feel so much joy and pleasure. And now you're on the street. What do you see around you? Old school cars driving by? There aren't many of them, and the roads are practically clear. The air is clean, fresh. Breathe in deeply. It smells like happiness. What does it remind you of? The smell of flowers? A pastry shop? It's got something sweet and pleasant to it. Someone pats you on the back. They give you a look of friendly encouragement and say, "You look great." And then they go on about their day. Let's also try to give someone a bit of joy, shall we? Look around, to the right, to the left. Try to find someone who looks really ridiculous and strange. What about that funny man? What do you think of him? What's he even wearing? A medical gown? Or a multicolored patchwork jacket? What's he got on his head? A hat? Or those goggles that pilots wear? His hair sticks out in all directions chaotically, like an exploded can of paint. What color is his hair? Green? Blue? He looks kind of like a mad scientist. He's all twitchy and acts a little jagged. He keeps turning his head rapidly to the left and right, almost like he's afraid of missing something important. Normally, you'd think he was a freak or a lunatic, but mind you, not today. Walk on over to him. Give him a gentle pat on the back. Say something nice to him. It's not as easy as it sounds, but just give it a shot. You could tell him that he's an extraordinary person, and you don't see people like him often, which is a good thing. Or you could tell him that he's funny and interesting to look at. Look, he's smiling. See that twinkle in his eye? Little wrinkles scatter across his face. He tells you, full of pride and joy, that this is his style. A sharp, searing pain. Someone stepped on your foot. It feels like a whole piano or anvil just fell on your toes. The man who stepped on you bounces back quickly. He apologizes. What does he look like? He's big, bulky. Could he be a couple of heads taller than you? Or is he as big as an elephant, huge and heavy? His head is clean-shaven, shining in the sun. What's he wearing? A black business suit, perhaps? Or a long cloak? By his face, you can very clearly tell he's embarrassed. You must be really angry. In fact, you almost feel like bursting from rage. But wait, give him a quick once-over again. Try to find something nice or funny about his appearance. What about those adorable dimples on his flushed cheeks? Or even his quirky polka dot tie? You now realize that this fellow didn't step on your foot on purpose. He doesn't mean you any harm whatsoever. He's just big and a little uncoordinated. Smile at him. Comment on his tie or how cute his awkwardness is. He smiles back and says something. See how simple that was? Let's take a little walk, shall we? Look around. Over there, a woman admiring the beautiful clouds. On the other side, a child walking a doll-sized puppy. Everyone smiling at you and walking a tad bit slower, just to fully capture the magic of the day. Why rush if everything's happening in the here and now? Every moment is beautiful in its own way. What if you went about your day just like this? What if you turned it into a game and tried noticing something good, pleasant, or funny in every person passing by? You have your good sides and your not so good sides. There's no question about that. But this is what makes you a special, unique person. I'd even wager that your day will go by a lot more pleasantly if you try to stay in this mood the entire time.